Merry Christmas!
What are we going to be making today for our Christmas episode, guys?
Bread pudding.
Bread pudding?
To
What
be
kind?
more specific, New Orleans bread pudding, which came from the Joy of Cooking cookbook. But we just like it so much, we make it a lot.
Yep, we do, don't we? It's one of Alex's super favorites, isn't it, Alex? All right, so can you tell me the ingredients that are in this New Orleans bread pudding?
Butter, eggs, sugar, bread, milk,
Whole milk.
raisins, vanilla, cinnamon, nut. We're back!
And what are we going to do? What's the first step, Alex? Alex is going to tell us the first step.
I'm going to just take 3 tablespoons of butter. Just put them in your pan.
Eggnog. It's really good.
Alex is using a paper towel to spread the butter.
You could
all
always
over
use
the
the
pan.
wrapper. So then you just take it.
Me.
You just spread it all over the bottom and the sides.
Smear it.
Lord.
On the sides too, bud.
What are you drinking, Soph?
Eggnog.
It's a great drink to go along with bread pudding.
And the next step
So we
is?
take the bread and we put it in there tight, but not too tight. We want it a little loose, kind of like that. And we want nice in there. And once we're done,
Let's go in the
done
garbage
with
one.
that, we're gonna put raisins in between the bread. Now we're back. This is how to put the raisins in.
Okay.
Like I told you before, we put them in between the bread. So we kind of open them and put a few raisins in there.
How many raisins is that?
1 cup.
Yep, so there's
right
one
there.
cup of raisins. All right, guys, why don't you just sprinkle them in between each bread slice.
Ooh.
What is that noise, Alex?
I think Santa Claus is coming.
Santa Claus
You
is
better
coming.
have that DSI I want.
Oh.
Sophie, what are you doing under there?
Ho, ho, ho.
Now let's do some cooking.
Ow.
So first we're gonna crack.
Under there.
What are we making, Alex? What is this?
We're gonna make the custard. So
Yeah, that we're
first
gonna-
We're gonna crack 3 eggs in there.
Alex wants one.
Yeah, the kids are going to be making the custard right now that we pour on top of the bread pudding. And it starts out with 3 eggs, which they're now cracking. Sophie, maybe you should sit.
Sorry.
Or get a little lower. And Alex is going to measure out 2 cups of sugar.
Oh, is this? You'll need it.
Well, I get some milk poured in up to this mini line right here.
Yep, that's 4 cups, right? So Sophie's going to pour in
And the sugar-
4 cups of whole milk.
I see.
And yeah, kind of weird.
Dump it in fast, Soph. There you go.
And now I get to start whisking.
Now let's measure out 2 tablespoons of vanilla.
And you can kind of tip it, but
Let's
when
see what
it's
it's looking
kind
like.
of full, then you don't want to tip it too much.
Pretty
Look it up.
custardish.
Okay, then 2
1
tablespoons.
tablespoon. Mix that in, so 2 tablespoons.
My
We're
mom.
gonna do 1 teaspoon
Keep
of
taping.
cinnamon. That should be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little extra cinnamon probably.
Then beat it together.
Really. So
Now,
we're back. What I'm gonna do is kind of also help him and take it like that.
Okay.
Once he starts.
So basically they're going to pour it over the bread.
Drip it over.
Here we go. And just try to evenly
Whoa, whoa,
distribute it. And just start pouring. Don't care if it comes out too fast, don't worry. Just pour it over all the bread. This part might be a little bit messy.
Yeah.
Moms, usually I do the holding of the bowl, but Alex is a tough, he's a tough 5th grader, so he can
Get
do
over
it.
there.
Yeah, I'm a tough omelet.
We're going to let this stand. It's supposed to stand and soak into the bread for 1 hour. So we're going to let that stand for 1 hour, and then we're going to bake it, and we'll be back with the delicious sauce that goes on top.
Now it's time to put it in the oven.
Because it's been sitting for how long, soaking up the milk? 1 hour.
Yep, 1 hour. And 1 hour again in the oven.
Yep, 375 for 1 hour. The
And
oven's
it's
been
also
preheating.
really heavy.
All right, we'll be back in an hour. All right, the bread pudding is out of the oven.
Oh, baby.
So, yep, isn't it? And it's all done. So now we're going to go ahead and make the sauce, right, Alex? And in our sauce, Sophie's going to help too. She's going to be stirring and stuff. All right, now what we're going to do is put 1 stick of butter in a saucepan. We have a saucepan going on the oven on low. Sophie, can you put the butter in the saucepan?
Yeah.
1 stick of butter in the saucepan.
Fattening and a lot of sugar there.
Yeah, but this is a Christmas recipe. This isn't something you eat every day, is it? So 1 cup of sugar. Who wants to dump the sugar in?
You can.
A lot
Okay.
of sugar there.
Now, Alex, are you going to dump... Okay, can you measure out a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg from that ground nutmeg that we have there? Alex is measuring out a 1/4 teaspoon. We ground it a little bit extra, so... Okay.
Look
Now
how
we need a
full
1/4 teaspoon of salt. Dump that in, so. All right, then we need a 1/4 cup of water.
get the water.
Right here.
Alex,
Already gotten.
Sophie's dumping that in. And then we also have 1/8 of a cup of whiskey. Now you can omit this and just substitute water if you like, but it adds, the alcohol content burns out and it adds a nice little flavor. So we're adding it today. All right, and then we're just gonna stir it up until it all comes together, and then we add an egg at the very end, and we'll show you how to do that. What are you doing, Soph?
I'm stirring the sauce that we just made for our bread pudding over there. And Alex,
Where is Alex?
where's Alex? Oh, there he is.
All right.
He popped up from under the table, and he's going to crack 3 eggs.
Don't just 1 egg.
Oh, yeah.
No, I popped out from the London underground.
Oh,
There's
okay.
a secret tunnel leading right there.
Oh, I see.
No.
Alex has been watching Harry Potter. Okay, basically once the sugar has dissolved, you pour the sauce into a bowl and you whisk it till it's frothy. So Sophie, can you
And
whisk
we're
that?
going to put the shells in there and
I already-
whisk that.
Mom did whisk it, but now Sophie's whisking it. Alex, beat that egg up a little bit. Okay, Sophie. Sophie's gonna add a little bit of her egg into what Alex is doing.
I'm a fierce whisker.
Slow down a little bit, Alex. Just a teeny little bit.
It's kind of hot.
Is it hot?
Why don't you whisk while I add?
Okay, yeah, you whisk while Alex adds. Good plan, guys. So just a little bit at a time.
Then let me take over.
All right, then you whisk that, and then we have to add it back to the saucepan. So we'll go do that right now. Okay, Alex is still whisking it. We're gonna return it to the saucepan. Hi, Soph. Alex, dump it back in the saucepan. Or Soph, you want to dump it in the saucepan while Alex is whisking? And then once it's in there, we're gonna keep whisking it and cook it for 1 minute until it thickens. Right, guys?
Yep.
All right, we're back. Alex is gonna scoop the sauce out while Sophie pours. So start pouring, Soph, and Alex starts scooping. All over. Make sure you get it even. Move it all over. You're doing a great job. Alex, is it getting out evenly all over the bread pudding? 'Cause otherwise, get it on this far end. Good job, not.
Ah. Back.
Merry Christmas!